In case you were wondering, emotional support animals are not service animals. So about 2 weeks ago, we had a booking through Airbnb and they're not staying for a month. And recently we got an email from that person saying, hey, I just want to let you know I do need to bring my service animal. Here's a picture of it. It was a 20-pound hot dog or a Dutch hound or whatever they call it. So it made me start thinking, I don't know what a hot dog can do for a service animal. Now I've seen, like Huskies and German Shepherds, if somebody's about to have a seizure, they jump on them or maybe open the refrigerator door with a towel and they get them some water or something. I've seen that happen before, but I wasn't sure what a hot dog could do for somebody. So I did some research. Here's what I found. So the only two questions you can ask is this animal required because of a disability? And what work or task has the animal been trained in to help? And those are the only two questions you can ask. You can't ask for proof. You can't ask for proof of the disability. You can't ask for any certificates. And by the way, any certificate that's given is fake. There are no certificates that are given. So what is actually given is a letter from the doctor or the therapist. Now, I'll give you a hint. If a therapist is giving a letter, it's probably for an emotional support animal, which is not covered under the ADA, and you do not have to honor that. So as a landlord, if someone says they have an emotional support animal, you do not need to allow that animal to get in. I've done videos before where they said, well, I'm just gonna say it's a service animal and you have to allow me to have whatever dog I can have, or animal for that matter. If you wanna get a giraffe, I guess, as an emotional support animal, I don't have to allow that either. But the biggest thing here is if you have a disability that requires a service animal, that service animal has to be trained to handle that disability. So there are lots of disabilities out there. You would have to get that approved by your doctor, and then that will be on your medical chart forever. So you may not want to go in saying, oh, I have severe depression and this dog helps me during my depression. That could be considered as an emotional support animal. So there's a lot of fine lines that you're crossing. So be careful if you're trying to do that to get over on your landlord. Best thing you can do is just be upfront and honest. Also, if that service dog is a nuisance, let's say your service dog is barking profusely and disturbing others, I do not have to allow that under the ADA. Just because you have a service animal and they're being a nuisance, I can have you removed, have the animal removed. Also, if they're causing destruction or doing anything that they're not supposed to be doing, then I can do that too. So just be careful. This is a little tip. If you like this stuff, follow me, subscribe, like, comment, tell me your stories. I'd love to hear them. By the way, it's a rainy day out here. Thank God I have an umbrella.